pasa? Hola, hola mi gente. Bienvenidos de regreso a mi canal, and if this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about 11 apps you never knew you needed to help with travel. Now, these aren't your typical like flight searching apps or trying to find discounts on places to stay. No, these are apps that will help you before, during, and even after your trip that you probably don't have on your phone yet, or at least you've never thought to use them in this way. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And without further ado, vamos a empezar. Okay, so the first app on my list is Evernote. And some of you guys probably or might already have this app on your phone already. It's basically a note-taking app, so you can track things electronically. You can make bulleted lists, you can make checklists, you can add pictures, you can share it with people. There's lots of things you can do, and it's really helpful for tracking notes and different things like that. So I use it before going on a trip to figure out what I'm trying to pack. So usually maybe even like a month in advance, 3 weeks in advance. I'm a super planner, so some of you guys may not need all that time, but I like to go ahead and start jotting down some things that I want to pack for this trip, so that when it comes time to actually put the stuff in the suitcase, it's all right there and I just have to go by the list. This is also super helpful for me because it ensures that I have plenty of time to think through what I want to put in my suitcase, and it kind of just works as a backup to help me not forget anything. So if you don't already use Evernote, I highly recommend that you use it to help you plan what you are going to pack in your suitcase for your trip. Now, the next app on my list is one that you're also probably very familiar with. It's the Google Translator app. This app I absolutely love because it allows you to translate things in so many different ways. So you can speak into the app and translate someone like talking to you. You can use your camera to scan over an item or a document or a sign, and it'll translate it right there for you to see. And then of course you can also type in, just like how Google Translator works on your web browser. It translates the same way, so you're able to translate anything in any type of way. It's really useful, especially if you're going to a country where you don't know any of the language. So the third app on my list is kind of a variety of different apps. Basically, whatever airline that you fly with, it's always a good idea to go ahead and download their app that they have specifically for that airline. So on mine, my stationary apps are usually Delta, American Airline, and recently Copa Airlines. Those are the ones that are on my phone. Usually if I fly any other airline, I might delete it because I probably don't fly it as often. Those just happen to be the ones that I usually fly with. So it's always a good idea to download the app specifically for that airline. A lot of times they send out alerts and different things like that that may have a lag in time when it comes to other ways of communication. So for example, when I was flying with Copa Airlines one time, they gave a notice in their app that the flight was delayed, but the email didn't come through until like maybe 30 minutes later. So relying on just the email alerts that they send out isn't always as up to date as you would need it to be, especially if you have, you know, a tight schedule and things like that. So I would definitely recommend downloading the app for the specific airline that you're flying with. Okay, so my next app on the list, number 4, is WhatsApp. WhatsApp is just great for communicating while traveling. It allows you to talk to people that live in a different country than you. So as you're out and about, moving around and meeting new people, you're able to connect with them through the app and stay in touch no matter where you are in the world. Número 5, Mobile Passport. The Mobile Passport app helps U.S. citizens get through customs faster and easier when they're coming back into the United States. So that customs declaration form, or that form that you have to fill out when you're coming back into the States, as opposed to filling it out by hand, you're able to do it on your phone, and usually you can get through a lot faster. Like I use this to get through in the Chicago airport when coming back from Colombia, and it was really a breeze process to go through. Now it may vary depending on how many people are in line, but I will say using the Mobile Passport does help expedite the process, and you don't have to spend time filling out those custom forms on the way back, which can be kind of tedious. So the next app up is My TSA. This app, like the Mobile Passport app, helps you when you're at the airport, but it helps you before you're getting on your plane. So basically, using My TSA, you're able to see estimated wait times for how long it'll take to get through the specific checkpoint or the checkpoints at the airport you're going to. It also has a list of things that you are permitted to bring and that are prohibited for that specific airport, which is helpful because sometimes, you know, they vary. Some airport TSAs allow some things and then some others don't. So this is super helpful. They also have a way that you can contact TSA. All the contact information is located on the app as well. So it's just really helpful when planning out when you're getting to the airport and what items you're gonna pack. I would definitely recommend that you add this to your phone before your next trip. The next one up on my list, I'm not gonna lie, you probably already have this on your phone. It's Google Maps. Google Maps is on my list because it allows you to download an offline version of the specific area of the map that you're looking at. So if you know you're going somewhere where you don't have service or don't have data, you're able to download the map that you need and still figure out where you're going even without connection. Google Maps also allows you to save places to the app. So you're able to save things like restaurants or sites you want to see all in one place, conveniently located where you would go to try to navigate anyway, so it just makes sense. So if you haven't ever thought to use Google Maps when traveling in that way, give it a try the next time you're out and about. Numero 8 is the Units Plus app. This app basically just allows you to convert different units, whether that be fuel mileage, length, temperature, speed, pressure, time, currency, you name it, they have it. I mainly use it for fuel mileage, length, speed, and temperature. But you have plenty of options, and this is all with the free version of the app. The next app up is actually the one that I use for currency conversions. It's called Currency Exchange. And through it, you're able to convert US dollars to any other type of currency that you would need in the world. But this app particularly is one that I like using because it gives you the most recent conversion rates. The conversion rates aren't always the same. They change quite frequently, just probably as often as the stock market changes. So to get the most accurate, up-to-date version of the conversion that you need, this app is great for that, and it even shows you the change over time that it has. It shows you a graph so you can see how often it's changing and the frequency that it's changing. So it's just a really cool app to use when you're out and about and can really help you obviously convert your money into how much it is in that specific country that you're traveling to. So next up is TriCount. This is also an app that deals with money, but this is great for going on group trips, or if you're in a situation where a group of you are out to dinner or out doing some sort of activity and everyone is pitching in a different amount of money. It helps collect what each person is contributing and figures out who owes who what to make everything equal. So it's an app that I actually have not tried out yet, I'm not gonna lie. This one is a new one that I discovered, but I think it is super useful. I've tested it out with just playing around with it, and it's really neat. If you are going on a trip where you know you're gonna be with a group of people, or you are sharing money or exchanging money in some sort of way, or there's a borrowing and lending situation, TriCount is a great app to go ahead and use to help make all that adding up and all the math, you know how I feel about math, make all the math a lot easier for everyone. Alright, so the last app on my list, numero 11, is called Trip Whistle, or Emergency. Don't really know. It seems to have two names. If you're looking for it in the App Store, type in Trip Whistle and it will come up. Basically, this app allows you to pinpoint your exact location no matter where you are. It tells you what your address is, it tells you what your coordinates are, and it also lets you know what the emergency phone numbers are for where you are at that moment. So not all emergency numbers are the same. They actually change, and that's just really useful information to have on hand. And this app makes it easy for you to be able to contact an emergency number if you need it, no matter where you are. So just for security purposes, it's great to go ahead and download Trip Whistle or Emergency, TBD, whatever the name is. It's great to go ahead and download it on your phone so you just have that extra security the next time you're traveling. So that's it. That wraps up my list of 11 apps you never knew you needed for travel. Let me know in the comments below which of these were your favorite, which of these were absolutely new to you and that you're gonna give a try. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Suscríbete. Muchas gracias a todos por watching this video. And until the next one, guys, ciao.